Hello everybody and welcome back to the Firepower Gaming channel. Apologies for the delay in getting some new content out for you. Through a combination of COVID, real life issues and some technical problems with the last video I shot, output has been a bit delayed, but I won't bore you with that. But that's led me to think about what I could possibly do for my next video, and one of the things I thought you would quite like to see is my Soviet Russian 6mm World War II collection, which I've only just completed in the last few days, and has been the first army that I have completely finished between the Christmas holiday and now the start of February. So it's the first complete project for 2022, and I'm just going to give you a flyby and talk you through what I've got. So first of all, this is intended to either be for Iron Bead Shot Mum or alternatively Iron Cross, but I suppose it could equally lend itself to games like Blitzkrieg Commander. But I'm very keen to try Iron Bead Shot Mum in 6mm, and I also think that the kind of more abstract rules in Iron Cross will really lend itself to this scale of gaming. So first of all, we will start off with the tanks, which is always the exciting bit. So a number of Lend-Lease Valentines, the ones at the back being the Mark 9s with the 6-pounder gun, some grants, obviously come off the ship from America in the form of Lend-Lease, a group of KV-1s, and then a big cluster of T36s, which are obviously ideal because, you know, at 6mm you can use them pretty much for the entirety of the war and they're not period dependent. Some T34-85s, and then finally, to finish off the armoured section, some JS2s, so some end of war armour there to add a bit of pizzazz. Moving down to the front again, we've got some of the recon elements. So these are BA-10s, then we've got T-60s and T-70s. You have to excuse me for getting them with my vehicles incorrectly identified. Then we're moving on to the assault guns, and we've got a nice bundle of SU-76s there, some SU-85s, and then finally at the back some SU-122s and SU-152s to give those Germans a nasty surprise. So just moving down to the front, we're going to sort of start on some of the support elements now. We've got a group of anti-aircraft artillery, so these are kind of Dushka truck mounted guns and also tripod mounted ground units. We've got our erstwhile level 4 commander in his trusty white scout car, a battery of 120mm mortars, which, you know, they're not necessarily going to be required for games like Iron Bead Shot Mum, but it is quite nice to paint a bit of artillery up. Not entirely sure about the scout cars for these guys. I might have to get some gases out and get them done, but I'm really just kind of making use of what I've got at the moment, because I shall be painting a load of deuce-and-a-half trucks when I do my American 6mm as well. A couple of Ford observers to accompany the artillery in their scout cars, and then 3 batteries of 76mm guns and some nice 45mm anti-tank guns there as well. Right, now jumping back then to the infantry. So I've got a large platoon of motorised infantry, and these are the Soviets with SMG miniatures from the Heroics Ros range, and I just thought I would put together one large platoon, including the support arms. So all my platoons have got an anti-tank rifle section and either a Maxim or Dushka and a leader to accompany them, but I thought that given that these might be possibly a a guards unit or something more prestigious, I thought I'd make them a slightly larger unit. Then the first of the rifle platoons, 3 sections. Then, as I say, a leader, Maxim Ordushka and anti-tank rifles. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of those, with some other bits and pieces around that would enable me to knock up another couple of platoons really quite quickly. So there we go. That's a quick flyby of my 6mm World War II Russians, which is my first army completed for 2022. All of the miniatures are from the excellent Heroics Ros. The newer sculpts for the infantry are a huge improvement over the older models. And if you are thinking about 6mm, I really do suggest you get on and buy a couple of packs of samples from Heroics Ros, and I think you'll be surprised with the quality of the sculpts and also the extent of the range, which is really, really incredibly comprehensive. So anyway, thanks a lot for watching the video. Please remember to like and subscribe, and don't forget to check out some of the other content on the channel. Thank you very much. Bye bye.